Rematch is a team game, and whilst I know that's definitely news to some people, like this guy, I feel like we can all agree that there are some right ways and wrong ways to behave in this game. Call them rules, if you like. Well, after hitting elite and spending over 200 hours of my life playing this game, I feel like I'm at least somewhat qualified to speak about these rules. Which rules? The rules I just spoke of, that even as I speak, remain unspoken. They are the unspoken rules of Rematch. Rule 1, if you start in goal, stay in goal. Most of the positions in Rematch are pretty fluid, with players generally picking their favorite position on the field and playing that. Although I did ask you guys about this, and some people seem to think you should stay in the position you start in. Screw that. Leroy! But the one position that isn't fluid at all is goalkeeper. If you start the round in goal, stay the hell in goal. The only time you're allowed to come out of goal is if one of your teammates runs back to you and stands next to you, which means he wants to be goalie. In which case, you are free to leave. Just make sure to say thanks when you leave, because that's kind of another rule. Oh, and one method that I use, and I noticed a lot of other people using, to clearly communicate that you want to be goalie, is to extra effort dolphin dive back towards goal. This seems to be saying, look at me, I can dive really well, I'm goalie. But yeah, if nobody's dolphin diving like a madman towards you, you're goalie now, deal with it. Rule 2, if you run out of goal, always come back. Speaking of always staying in goal, there are of course exceptions. If the opposition is on a breakaway and keeper needs to become sweeper to clear the danger, if there's a loose ball in the corner that keeper can clear easily. Situations like these are legitimate reasons for a keeper to leave his goal temporarily. And if you do leave goal, if your teammates are doing their jobs, when you turn around to come back, you'll usually find that one of them has replaced you. And now your job is to say thanks and go right back. The absolute worst thing you could possibly do in this situation is to just see them back there and then go, well, cool, I guess I don't need to be keeper anymore, and then run off and have a blast. It's really, really bad. Do not do it. Rule 3, spam keepers to signal unmarked players. When you're back there in goal, twiddling your thumbs, and you notice that your teammates have left an opponent or two totally unmarked at the back, and you're not on voice chat, which, let's be honest, most of us aren't because we're all antisocial hermits. Oh wait, is that just me? There's really only one thing you can and should do to tell them mark up, and that is
keepers! Keepers! Keepers!
Spamming keepers lets your teammates know that something is seriously wrong with the keeper, and then whilst they're all glancing back to check on you, they'll notice the unmarked opponents and they'll go mark them. Rule 4, if your keeper leaves, replace him. Now let's switch positions. Instead of being the keeper, you are the defender. The ball goes long into the corner, your keeper runs out to get it, what do you do? Well, as we talked about earlier, your job now is to replace your keeper while he's out being sweeper. Don't just leave the goal wide open and wait for him to get back. That probably won't end well. So go replace him, and then when he comes back, you can leave. However, should you just leave straight away? Or should you wait a bit? Well, that's rule 5. Wait for the danger to clear before leaving goal. When you're in goal as a temporary keeper and the real keeper is coming back to replace you, don't just immediately run out without a care in the world, because then bad things might happen. Instead, wait for the danger to clear before leaving goal. You basically want to make sure that the opposition doesn't currently have the ball and in a position where they could just take a shot while you still have the gloves. So wait for your teammates to tackle them and take possession, then you can extra effort sprint out of the box and complete the transition as quickly as possible. Okay, no more keeper talk. The rest of our rules are about general outfield play. But first, a huge shout out to ExpressVPN. If you've ever wanted to play Sideswipe in a different region, say over with me in Japan, ExpressVPN is how you do it. I can tell you from experience it 100% works, and honestly, the ping's actually decent too. And right now, every single Mogz viewer is gonna get a huge discount of 3 months off all 12-month subscriptions, meaning it just got a whole lot cheaper for you to jump into a different region and destroy your opponents over there. How good is that? So go check out ExpressVPN via the link on screen and in the video description. Rule 6 is a short, sweet one: don't spam the call button. Honestly, I don't think anything else needs to be said here. Just press it once, don't spam it. Unless you're a keeper, as we just talked about, or unless you're a little bit salty because you never get the ball, then it's totally fine. Rule 7, don't call for the ball when you're not open. Something that's really important to keep in mind is that when your teammates are under pressure from opponents, they rely heavily on your calls to give them quick passing options. Obviously, they're always using their minimap and their main camera to look for passes, but that giant line that appears when your teammates call is so incredibly helpful when under pressure that often I'll just see the line and immediately make the pass. The reason being that I trust my teammates to follow this rule, and they're not calling when they're not open. And if they don't, well, I'm not going to say it's all on them, but it's at least a bit on them. Rule 8, always say good job if a teammate does well. Rule 9, always say we got this if a teammate makes a mistake.
We got this.
And rule 10, always reply to each sorry with a we got this.
My fault. Stay sharp.
Rule 11, don't aggressively cherry pick. Cherry picking is the act of sitting upfield in the opponent's half, waiting for your teammates to pass you the ball, with the ideal goal being that they pass you the ball and you can shoot and score. However, most of the time what ends up happening is you just stand around doing nothing for a really long time. So don't do this. Instead, you can still play an advanced striker position, but you should still be getting involved in the game. Rule 12, always have at least one defender. If you find yourself on a solo queue team where every single other player is an egoist, which let's be honest is most matches, that's fine, just let them do their thing. You should be the one doing nothing but defending. This is not really a rule as much as it is just good advice, but I'm going to include it because it's just so incredibly important. And as a defender myself who's done nothing but defend for the last 200 hours, I really want to see more people being good at defending. And the 13th and final rule is don't play with cheaters. If you see a cheater on your team, don't play with them. Even if it's a ranked game and you really want to win, just do everything in your power to sabotage the game for them. I don't really like to advocate for throwing games because it's toxic and it's probably against the rules, but honestly, in this case, throw the damn game. Just do anything in your power to stop this little prick from getting what he came for. Alternatively, if you don't want to throw the game, you can just not pass to them. And every time they get the ball, just try to take it off them. And that's it guys, that is my video about the unspoken rules of Rematch. Let me know down below if I missed any. I'm sure there's a couple that you guys used that maybe I should have included. I did actually poll my community and I asked on Discord, on the official Discord server, what kind of rules people play by, as well as my own squad and a couple of pro players that I know. And some of them I did include in this video, but I'm sure I missed a few. So if I did, let me know down in the comments. As always guys, come join the Mogz Discord server if you want to hang out with me and other Mogz viewers. I've got a rematch section over there so you can find people to play the game with, as well as just to talk about it and share your clips and things like that. And make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss all my other rematch content. I've made a bunch of videos already and I plan to make a whole lot more. If the video was helpful, hit the like button, and if it wasn't helpful at all, hit the dislike button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.